Roger Ebert was the definitive mainstream film critic in American cinema.
He has been writing for half of the history of feature films. Roger was a mature writer early on.
He's written over a dozen books.
He wrote a novel.
He won a Pulitzer Prize.
I have no doubt that Roger would give this movie 2 thumbs up and 4 stars because it has everything that he loves about cinema. You know, it has it really has a stripped down, bare quality that shows you, you know, him embracing life. It shows him embracing death. It does not gloss over the brutality of what it's like to be a person who has had this full life and has had so much taken away from him, his ability to eat, his ability to speak, his ability to take long walks with our grandchildren. You know, it was a struggle for Roger, and Steve caught it and Roger on film, and Roger opened up and let us see it. So he would love this movie. He would love it. I know it.
Well, there's always scenes that don't make it in. One that we wrestled over and did not put in the film ultimately was Ebert Fest. The decision was a combination of 2 things. And one was, when you're putting a movie together, at a certain point, it starts to dictate to you what its structure is going to be. It's like, you know, and because certain connections are made that are powerful and strong, and if you interrupt them, you lose more than you gain by putting something else in. We never found a great place for Ebert Fest in the flow of the story, number one. But then I started to think about it, and maybe this is rationalization on my part. Okay. But I did start to think about it, and I thought, because I would often, when I was editing, think about what would Roger think of what I'm doing here, both as a critic and then also as someone who did not like to toot his own horn about his accomplishments.
Their competitiveness continued right up. I mean, at the end, when Roger knew, we didn't know that Gene was dying, but we knew that he was sick, Roger softened on air with him. I mean, he did make that concession. But before then, even though their personal relationship had changed and they had grown to be like brothers, no, that remained right to the end.
Give Benji the Hunter a positive review.
That's totally unfair because you realize
they almost didn't care what anyone else thought as long as they could try to persuade the other. We are soulmates, yes we would. We probably would hit it off even sooner because we wouldn't have built up those defenses that life puts in your way.
For me, the movies are like a machine that generates empathy. It lets you understand hopes, aspirations, dreams, and fears. It helps us to identify with the people who are sharing this journey with us.